I can't sleep, so I want to tell you this. One time, I went on a spring break trip with my friends from college to meet my friends from high school, and it was a fucking shit show. First things first, you know when people say, like, oh, trust your gut? Like, you know, like, if your gut is telling you don't go, don't go. I don't have a fucking gut. Well, I think I have too much of a gut that it's blocking the senses, you know what I mean? Like, I had a really bad week, right? Like, everything was going wrong. Like, my cards were getting canceled and fraud and, like, whatever, like, random shit like that, right? And I didn't take that as a fucking sign because all I was thinking about was, like, oh, people who take signs are stupid. No, babe, I'm fucking stupid. So it was me, my roommate Sam, our friends Sarah and Kayla, and Kayla was the one driving us, okay? That's an important detail. So Kayla insisted on a 5 a.m. wake-up call, right? And, like, obviously no one's gonna argue with her because she's driving and none of us had licenses at the time. It's honestly fine. Anyway, so basically me and my roommate were downstairs at 5 a.m. and she had already picked up Sarah and she's, like, on her way to us, right? So she calls my roommate, he puts her on speaker, and I was like, good morning! Silence, crickets. Awkward. And I was just like, wait, the vibe is off, like, what's going on? So she answers and she's like, hey, so, like, when I pass by, like, I'm gonna need you guys to, like, really, like, run outside and just, like, put your stuff inside and, like, let's go. And I was like, oh, like, how come? Like, what's going on? She's like, I can't stop. And I was like, that's, like, a bit rude, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, it's fucked up. Like, let's have good vibes at spring break. Yeah, right after that, like, phone call, I got a text from Sarah, and she was just like, oh, like, Kayla's acting really off right now, but I can't explain right now. And I was just like, okay, like, that's a bit off, like, whatever, right? So then, you know, we see them, like, pulling up, and we're already outside at this point, so, like, we just, like, start putting our stuff inside, and they, like, eventually stop, because, like, obviously, like, we can't fucking load our luggage, like, while you're moving, like, what the fuck, whatever. And, like, we put our stuff, and, like, we go inside, we sit down, now the car stopped, and it's, like, fucking awkward as shit. Like, I don't know why. And she's clearly texting my roommate, but, like, not including me or Sarah. And so we were both, like, kind of, like, texting each other now, being like, what the fuck? My roommate is sitting right next to me in the back seat, and he's just, like, he starts, like, chuckling, like, giggling, but, like, making eye contact with me, but, like, staying silent while he's texting, like, Kayla, right? And I'm just like, what's going on, right? And then, like, Sarah's texting me, and she was just like, bro, I can't wait to get out of this car to explain to you how I got in this car. And I was like, what is going on right now? Like, what is happening? And to this moment, no one said a word other than me saying fucking good morning. Like, it was so awkward. After, like, 10 minutes, like, Kayla breaks the silence, and she just goes, like, guys, the car won't start. I told you guys, like, I can't stop the car. Like, once I stop the car, it can't start. So now, like, we can't start it, and now we can't drive to LA. And I was like, read the fuck wine. What do you mean? What do you mean you can't stop the car? So you really wanted us to drive 7 hours without stopping the car once? Not at a traffic light, not in a traffic jam, nothing. Just raw dogging into fucking California. What do you mean? Like, eventually me and, like, Sarah go outside to, like, talk about it, and Sarah was just like, bro, you don't understand. She made me throw my bag and run and jump into the car while it was moving.